This is two journals that go together, and the second one is the story of the bum and the businessman, and this one introduces that. So these are from July 5th, 2010. This is the third one of the day, and the Mayan day was one sun, Lord, or light. That's one powerful combo. You've got the first number and you've got the last sun sign, and it's just amazing. So Mayan day one initiates sun energy, part one, or you're a blessing to life. Yes, you. One is the energy of initiation of new things. One will be the master note, the major key of this new trecena it introduces. Thus, throughout the oncoming 13-day cycle, this being day one, the energy of sun, Lord, or light shall rule over all, or maybe under all. We will go through all the other numbers, the 13 of them, and 13 of the signs, sun signs as well, there are 20, but this energy shall be there in the background. It's the theme of this cycle, the 13 days. One thing sun energy represents to the Maya is connection with the ancestors, that is, with the beings of light and their guidance. Sun is also meant to shine with unconditional love and light, as on the just and the unjust alike. There is much mastery that sun energy can call on. It's a most auspicious energy and indicates the much that can be gained from this trecena. Now, I feel a number, I'm stepping out here, I feel a number of you thinking, oh, that's the past, that doesn't relate to now, that was July. Everything is now. That kind of concept, that kind of way of looking at time isn't helpful. And one way or another, we'll have the sun energy again, we'll have the number one again, and so there are blessings to be had here. So don't brush them aside. You see, it's not a prediction of what will come. It's more a measuring, a calculating, if you will, of the energy that is upon us, that is with us during this time. The Mayans could do that. We must step out of head into heart, though, to get this distinction, to really connect with this calendar, at least in my opinion. Do you see? Well, your heart does. To this day, the day of the number one energy, you have brought all that is gone before. That has now become a part of you and comes with you to this, the initiation of new spirals, new and deeper understandings. Always deeper we go into life, into understanding, into self. That's what our ride is here in 3D, you know, exploring self, both lesser and greater, for all is self from the perspective of the one that we are, that all is the manifestation of. All is self, capital S, and that's how you can own it. Do you see? It's all you. It's all me. All is but one. That is the underlying reality of all else. There are other truths, other understandings, layered and layered, like the best, most phenomenal one that could ever be imagined. I've got it, a fractal layer cake. Yeah, that works. Ha! So, while it is all one indeed, yet look to the fractal for the image, both of the oneness and of the detail in that, its identity, how it is both different and same, and all at once. Oh, what a wonderful lifetime to now have the fractal as image to share so many concepts of life. I'm knowing many other lives where we had no such bright images to share, where offering such concepts was necessarily more limited. Common image just wasn't there. And stepping out again, you know, the scientists, when they work deeply, deeply within mathematics, they get this. They get it almost on a cellular level, those that so love what they're doing. and know it deeply. And yet, how to share, how to explain. I mean, it takes phenomenal computing power to demonstrate the fractal. Some of these images, as they expand, they get bigger than the Earth. We don't see that because it's relative, and it keeps it, to where we can see it. But now that we have this image, look at how much is said just by the fractal. I mean, there's a tremendous depth of story that's told. There's wisdom, there's understanding, there's so much locked into that. And now we're so blessed in this day and age to have the computing power to be able to show us the images. Okay, back to the journal. Thus, the one in the many. The many in the one it does show. So, well, I am grateful. You're like that, my friend. You're your own universe right there in the body you wear. Can you see it? Have you ever thought of it this way? How your cells are solar systems, groups of atoms together interacting. How your organs are like galaxies, endless groups of solar systems together as one. How the whole tootin' thing is one great big universe there in motion. Constant motion, your body, how everything's spinning around right within you, as do our fair suns in the sky, seemingly up high and out there, though they're not. That's just a seeming, that is, that they're separate from the one, that we're not wholly that. Do you see, too, how you are like a god to your universe there? How you are indeed the supreme ruler of all? Your atoms, your very cells are sentient beings, my friends. Get used to this idea. You're full of life in more ways than most know. Ho, ho, and he, he. Just be with this idea. All those elements are living, have conscious awareness, they do. Not just you aware of life, everything is. Life is self-aware, my friends. It's all one. And that life runs through the whole of it, the every little bit, piece, and part of it, all alive, all aware, all are one. Care to contact that in your meditation? Well, you can. Just knowing this, seeing this, is the start of that. Some of you are already deepening into meditation on that as I speak. It just happens. Something inside just takes off, goes that way, doesn't it? And you don't have to be in control or even aware of this something. It just goes. Life is self-sustaining in more ways than we are aware of, than we've been taught. A lot of things, pretty much everything, will take care of themselves if we just let them. We can watch, that is good. We will learn that way. We'll be taught how to go with that flow. For life is a cooperative venture, far more than we are aware of as well. We've got friends all around. We've not been aware for quite some time. People in the days of the great long ago worked consciously with these invisible ones. In some way, of course, 'twas a better time than this, but let's not get lost in that. That's regret at the expense of this present now. That's neither alive nor being present with truth, capital T. That's just mind. Do you see these subtle signs? How, if you experience something of the past, brings regret, that you don't even have to look at it deeply to know it's not your higher self acting there. That's the mind, a sign of that. It helps so much just to have these little clues, these clues to the functioning of heart versus head. How they help. They help one quickly evaluate, more quickly discern what is acting, make a choice. A choice that's illumined, at least to some extent. We all do the best we can, so give self credit for that, okay? Be sure to love the self. Be in heart and you won't even have to think about this or remember it. It just is. Love is us when in heart. Let go of everything negative you ever thought of yourself, dear ones. Can you do that? I'll give you a minute by just chattering on a bit. Love yourself. Trust yourself. Be kind to you. Now, let go of every negative thing you ever thought or felt about you. Divorce from that. Yes, I know that's a tall order, my friends. Some of you, I feel, are so wedded to a dark image of yourselves that you're positively lost and feel quite alien from this thought of the letting go of all of that. Well, it gets back down to the who am I question again, doesn't it? Am I this terrible person who has done all this and that, experienced all these other terrible things and deserves it, has and holds all those regrets over there, yada, 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 yada? Am I really that? Then you hear someone say, no, my friend, that is not you. It throws you off a bit, doesn't it? Well, I hope you can hear this. That is due to what you identify with there. You have more control over that than perhaps you now recognize. Maybe you don't quite realize yet how much more you run the show down here. So you've that bright discovery ahead of you. So rejoice. Why not? Remember, everything's a blessing, and that means everything. Even this darkness, it holds its blessing for you, or it wouldn't be here. Got that? It wouldn't be here except to bless you. Open to that. Get out ahead, be in heart. Makes no bloomin' sense otherwise. I guess you've probably noticed that by now. So, there, some of you sit in your misery thinking, no, this part isn't for me. I'm not bright like that. That's for her and those other ones like that who've awakened already. Not for me. I can't wake up. I'm too dark. Blah, blah, blah. And so things like that circulate within. Yes, they do. I know. Well, are you ready? Listen up then. That's just mind, my friend. That's not you. You're just as much a blessing to life as the next guy, dear one. Yes, you are. You're working through your stuff, not just for you, but for us as well. Consider that. Remember, we're one. Never forget quantum entanglement and that fractal, my friend. We're joined at the hip in this, and so much more, so much deeper. Now, to help you disidentify a bit, I'll share the exception with you about what some of that darkness and pain could be about. I'm not saying it is, just check this out. There are the bright ones among us who often don't know who they are consciously. They're just one of us, or so they believe. Yes, they're carrying more than their load. They walk under the burden. Some of yours, some of mine. This journal's gone long, so I'll make it 2. Ha! And on YouTube, probably more parts there'll be. But we'll see. Please go to the next part. Okay, so I'll close it here and see you again in just a minute.